What's up, loves? It's your girl, Miss Me to Me, and I want to welcome y'all back to my channel. First, I would love to give a shout out to everybody who watched my first YouTube video. I received so much positive feedback, support, and a lot of compliments from people, which was definitely motivating for myself. So I really appreciate all of that. Everything that was said to me, the feedback provided to me are all things that I can carry along with me as I continue out on this platform. So thank you. I greatly appreciate it. If you have not gotten the opportunity to watch the first video, I have posted it in the comment below. So definitely check it out when you get the opportunity to. And again, like, share, subscribe, comment, just let me know what you think, what your thoughts are, or whatever the case may be. So thank y'all so much for that. So moving into the topic for this week. So I wanted to talk about consistency because that had been a subject that came up in many conversations with some coworkers of mine and some good friends of mine over the last few weeks. But over the last few weeks, there has also been a drastic change of events that have taken place here in the U.S. with many of us, and a lot of us have been impacted in both negative, some positive ways based on their job situation or just not being impacted or affected by this at all to them. Kudos to those people. But our little old Miss Coronavirus has created a nice, beautiful pandemic, and it has been driving us up a wall. Many of us are lost, confused, left without questions answered, just not knowing what to do, stuck in our homes for God knows how long this is about to last for. So it's just created a panic in a lot of people. It has brought about anxiety in many of us, some people who have never experienced anxiety before, and they're losing it right now. What is it that I do? What am I supposed to do sitting in my house for this long period of time? I can't go out. I can't do my regular routine that I'm used to doing throughout the week and the weekend. So how is it that I cope and get through this pandemic? How long is this shit gonna last, right? We don't have the answers to any of that. However, I also don't want people to drive themselves crazy. We have to make the best of this, find the positive in this negative crap, and do what we can do for our mental and physical well-being right now. And, just not let our mental well-being consume us on top of everything else that's going on. So how do we be still and cope with the Rona anxiety? So when I say be still, what do I mean by that? So for me, when all of this happened, all I could think about was how shitty this year started out. So for many of us, 2020 started off very rough. She was a cruel bit coming out, right? A lot of us experienced loss. The world experienced a great iconic loss, and we were impacted more than we expected to be, both mentally and emotionally. A lot of people took that loss very hard. And for those of you who don't know who I'm talking about, Kobe Bryant himself. I lost my grandfather within a year of losing my grandmother, which I'm still trying to cope and learn how to fully 100% accept because I have not. And on top of that, you have people who are dealing with other interpersonal battles and challenges, or just challenges that life has thrown at them in general. So 2020 just started off real shitty. We had very high hopes and expectations for this year. A lot of us were very enthused and motivated. We were riding this manifestation wave, just ready to set out on this year and kill it. And we got a little delayed with that. And that's not to say you still can't end this year off right, but it just threw everybody off course. And everybody wanted a break, a vacation, to just mentally step away from all the bullshit that was going on. And then lo and behold, here come Rona and her ghetto bullshit. And, people just don't know what to do with that, right? So what does that mean? What are we supposed to do in these moments? I took that as a time to be still. That break everyone wanted, all the madness that was going on, including what's going on right now, I just took it as a sign from my man upstairs to be still. Be still. Recenter, refocus, and recharge right now. That's how I look at it. Time to recenter, refocus, and recharge. That is what has been mentally helping me cope and not get my anxiety through the roof or get overly agitated with everything going on, because it's really hard not to with who we have leading us. And it's very easily to get really pissed off and frustrated with how this is being managed, how people are acting on social media. You just got to find a way to recharge, recenter, and refocus yourself in the midst of this, and make it a blessing for yourself. Make it good for you, because I'm definitely taking advantage of this time. It may not be the vacation or the break that many of us wanted, This is not Cancun. This ain't DR, Puerto Rico. This is none of the above. This ain't Vegas. We stuck in our homes, but the thing is, it's a moment to just be still. So that is what I mean by be still. Now, how do we cope with this? I'm losing my mind. How do I cope with this right now? How do I deal with this? How do I level out my anxiety to keep it reasonable? How do I not, mentally check out in my home right now? So first and foremost, my thing is clean your house. Clean your house. Not judging people who haven't. Whatever you do is what you do in your home. But if you're going to be in your home for a long period of time, because there's no time frame on this, clean your home. I can't mentally breathe and think straight if I have clutter all around my house. And I've had clutter once a time or two when it's laundry week and there's clothes all over the floor. Like right now, I have clothes in my corner. That's going to get done before the end of tomorrow, because I can't mentally breathe and think straight when I have things out of order. Get some things in order in your home. Clean up, wipe everything down, sanitize whatever floats your boat. Get some essential oils and candles lit, whatever helps soothe you mentally. Get that going. I don't know about many, but I know most people are not able to mentally function and think clear when there's too much clutter in their environment. And so if you're going to be stuck in your homes for months, weeks, days, however long this goes on, make sure that it's clean, everything is in order, and that you make it your own safe haven. You create your own peaceful sanctuary. That is what I call my home, my sanctuary. This is my place. So I have to make my place and my space mentally free and clean as best that I can. So first, start by doing that. Secondly, turn the goddamn news off. Stop looking at the news. I was watching the news 2-3 weeks ago, and I was giving some of my good coworkers updates and talking to my friends, and all they were getting was negativity from me because I was pissed off at what I was hearing. The bullshit he up there saying, he laughing, he doing this, he ain't got the answers to this question, he done caught himself in a lie, blah, blah, blah. All of that will mentally drain you. Stop watching the news. Cut it off. Don't watch it. Find an accountability partner to update you. My husband loves the news. He watches it every day. I cannot. I don't see how he does it, but he's able to mentally absorb whatever the news is talking about. So if there's an update or a need to know thing, I can count on him and my grandmother to give me any mandatory need to know updates about any changes that are going on that is, pertinent to what I have in my life. And if not, don't update me. Don't tell me about it. Or go on your website for whatever news channel you like, whether it's 8, 12, 6, or wherever you're at, whatever it's called. Go to the website, look at the headlines and see what is it that they talked about, what updates were given. And if there are any updates or headlines that you feel are need to know, or you definitely need to read and check in or check out, do that. Then you're selectively choosing what you're consuming. What are you mentally absorbing? So please take that. Don't watch the news. Have an accountability partner, or go to the website and you get to pick and choose and filter out what is it that you're going to read and worry yourself about. But definitely don't look at it every single day. Another thing, stop living through other people's negative experiences. There are many people who are negatively impacted, meaning have lost their jobs or didn't have a job to begin with when all of this took place. Homeless people, kids who can't graduate, women who have baby showers they had to cancel, weddings that couples had to cancel or postpone. It's just a lot of negative things that people are experiencing right now. And while it's heartbreaking to see those people go through it, especially if there's someone who are near and dear to you, and so you're bothered for them, and that's natural to feel upset or worried for the next person. But right now, with all that we're dealing with, especially if you're dealing with anxiety, consuming their negative situations and experiences right now is not ideal for yourself, because you can't help them get through this as best that they're able to if you're not in a better mental space at all. So don't consume it. It's just like the saying when they say, don't make other people problems your problems. This is the same thing. Don't make problems that other people are going through your problem. If it's something you can relate to, cool. But if they're already in a negative mindset, what help are you doing by bringing your negative reactions and feelings to them as well, when they're the ones who are greatly impacted by it? All you can do is try to keep a positive mindset, pour out, prayers, love, and positive energy their way, because sometimes all people need is a little bit of positivity to help them through whatever challenges or negative situations they're facing right now. So just be mindful of that when you're talking to people who are negatively impacted, or when you're commenting on people's statuses on social media. Just be mindful that you don't want to help keep them in a negative space. Don't add rah-rah with rah-rah. And if you know what rah-rah is, that's being hyped, ghetto, loud, upset, mad, and ranting. Don't add a rant onto another rant if someone's really, truly going through it. Try to positively uplift them in some way, shape, and form. And if you can't, just don't say shit. Keep it to yourself. Another thing that people can look forward to doing right now, for myself, Monte opened up the windows the other day. A lot of us need to get out of the house. We need fresh air. We're not used to being stuck in our homes this long. Go outside, go for a walk. If you're afraid to go for a walk, I know some people are truly terrified with all going on. Go sit in your yard, go sit on your patio, your deck. If you have one, go do that. And if you don't want to be outside at all, crack a window open. I normally don't open up my windows all the time because I'm always on the go anyhow. So when I'm home, I'm home. I don't think to open it, but open up the window. You'll never think as to how refreshing it'll be once you open your window and let some fresh air come through here. In addition to having your essential oils and your smell goods popping in your home, that fresh air, it really helps you to soothe you mentally and relax you. So definitely try to do that. Another thing, reconnect. Take this time to reconnect with good friends and people that you haven't had the opportunity to speak with in a long time. Reconnect with those loved ones, whether it's via FaceTime, a phone conversation, or a phone call. You just haven't had that good, fulfilling conversation with a good friend or a good family member in a long time. Take this time to do that. Have virtual FaceTime sessions with your friends. Everyone can download Zoom so that multiple people can be in at one time. If everyone has an iPhone, you can do a big group FaceTime session. Me and my friends have done that a few times where we have virtual happy hours or just virtual kickbacks. Do that. A lot of people are doing that. And if that is helping you to be able to cope and get through this and still have the same vibe a little bit, in a sense of kicking it with your friends, having your drinks and just parlaying and talking and laughing and being silly with each other, do that. But definitely take this time to reconnect with loved ones if you're able to. Also meditate. Some of us say we're meditation king and queens, and we may not be. I know I'm not. I'm not going to lie about it. But YouTube and Pinterest have helped me. Go YouTube some beginners meditation practices or methods. Go on Pinterest, meditation practices for beginners. Truly read those things and try to apply them to your life while you're at home. Really try to meditate and filter out all of the negative energy and vibes that you have going through your body. It really helps. It helps. That's what I've been doing. And I'm just sharing things that have helped me, that I know have helped some of my good friends. And I have friends who struggle with anxiety. I somewhat every now and then struggle with it. So these are things that I feel can really help you. If you have a hobby or an art or a skill that you love doing, do that at home if it's something that you're able to do at home. Paint, journal, write, read a book. A lot of people have been reading more, which is good to see. I'm not really big on reading all the time. My thing is, if I'm able to have some downtime and watch my favorite show or catch up on a Netflix series that I've heard about that I never got the opportunity to watch, that relaxes me to be able to do that because I'm always busy going. I don't get to watch those things. So binge watch a show, do something, find something for yourself to do, and be okay with being patient and not having too much going on right now. A lot of us are busy day in and day out, running back and forth, running around, running errands, always on the go. Relax your body and your mind, sleep. We need sleep. A lot of us really, truly need to mentally and physically relax. And I feel like, again, being still, this is the perfect opportunity to do that. So really take advantage of all of that that's going on. Don't stress what you can't change right now. Change what you can, whether it's, a small business you're trying to open, or if you have a small business and, right now you're not able to apply those services to your clients or provide those services to your clients. Strategize on how you're going to do when this is all over and said and done with. Create a new business plan or revamp your business plan. If you have goals that you set out this year that kind of got delayed or they're not going as expected, nothing is wrong with revisiting your goals and replanning, realigning your goals, just so that when this is all over and said and done with, like I said, you're already refocused, recentered, and you're recharged. And you can try to start out 2020 on a fresher slate than what we started it off with. Because again, it started off very, very crazy to say the least, and we're still going through it. So try to be patient, everyone. I hope some of these methods that I've shared with you are able to help you with coping a little bit better as we tackle Rona and whatever she's doing. You know, we just got to trust his guidance up there, and that everything is clearly, Miles saying everything happens for a reason and everything will be over in due time. So all we can do is be still, be patient, and find this time to mentally refocus ourselves. And, you know, definitely share to those who may need it. If you want to share this video with them, if that'll help them, please do so. But I just want everybody, for the most part, to be mentally sane, stay safe, be smart. Don't live in fear, but be smart, okay? So again, I wish everybody the best of luck. If those of you who are negatively impacted, my prayers and my best wishes goes out to you. But please stay safe, everybody. And until next time, thank y'all.